Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to another What I Ate in a Day video. So today you guys, I'm doing a special What I Ate in a Day because I'm only going to be cooking and eating recipes from my ebook, No More Cabbage Soup. So if you don't know, No More Cabbage Soup is my weight loss friendly recipes ebook, and it has tons of weight loss friendly vegan recipes, and it also has some tips on weight loss. And I just got back from hosting my first vegan food tour in Korea, yes, and it was so much fun. It was amazing, and of course I had a lot of food. So I think it is time to whip out some of those weight loss friendly recipes, okay? I'll link that ebook below if you guys want to purchase. And I'm also going to be sharing how you can make and sell ebooks online using a super easy platform called Payhip. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's make some breakfast. So for breakfast, I'm gonna be making the oatmeal lentil congee, which is basically like a rice porridge, but instead of rice, we're using oatmeal. I love savory oats. I definitely prefer savory oats to sweet oats. So I really love making congee out of oatmeal because it's super quick and it's super easy and it still gives you that same satisfaction. Okay, so let's make it. So, can you hear me? Into a bowl, we are going to add some red split lentils along with some boiled water. I have measurements in the book, but you know, whatever. Woo! So we're gonna let that sit, and in the meantime, we can get started with our oatmeal. So we're gonna take some rolled oats. I'm gonna add the rolled oats onto like a pot, like this. And I kind of like to toast it a little bit. I feel like it deepens the flavor. So we're just gonna lightly toast it just a little bit. And this is such an easy recipe, you guys. It's a great breakfast. If you love savory breakfast, and even if you don't love savory breakfast, give this a try, okay? You might love it. Now we're gonna add the water. Woo! It's quite hot, this thing. Woo! We're gonna let the oats cook along with some minced garlic. And I'm using powdered ginger. You can also use fresh ginger. Some black pepper. And a little soy sauce. Now you might need to add some more, what do you call it? Water. But I'm gonna cook it down a bit first, soften those oats. I've drained the red split lentils. They have softened a little bit, but they're gonna cook with this now. So we're gonna add that back in. I did rinse the split lentils as well. Beauty of the red split lentils is that they cook really fast. So I use them a lot because you know me, I have no patience. So now I'm probably gonna add more water. With the congee, you're just gonna keep adding water to your desired consistency. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit to like a medium heat. And I'm gonna let this cook for about, I don't know, maybe about 10 minutes or so. And I'm just gonna stir often. I'm actually just gonna add a bit more water again. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna cook this for about 10 minutes and see how it looks. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. I'm just checking up on my lovely congee over here. Now I decided to add in a little something extra for some more protein. I'm adding in some soft tofu. I just love the texture of soft tofu and it adds some protein. So yay, here it is. I know it just kind of looks like mush, but I mean, it's oatmeal. So you can't really expect aesthetics, can you? Look how much it's bulked up. It's a big serving. I'm just gonna let the tofu heat a little bit and I think it should be done. Let me just give it a little. I'm gonna add a little more water. Bring that to another boil here. I'm gonna add some black pepper, more black pepper. All right, and it's basically done. So easy. All right, now we're just gonna put it into a nice bowl. Look how much food that is. That is bulky. This whole serving is like 320 calories. It's gigantic. Well, including the tofu, a little more, but not that much more. All right, so now I'm gonna add a little more soy sauce. I would add green onions, but I don't have any. Obviously, you can add soy sauce to your liking. And I'm also gonna add, of course, some Korean crack, AKA sesame oil. This is roasted sesame oil. This is a must, okay? You don't need too much. You just need a little bit. Just drizzle on top. I'm also gonna add some seaweed. Just like crumble up some seaweed. Should I try it? Oh my God, it's like heavy. It is so comforting. If you love congee, you will love this. Here it is. Look at this gigantic breakfast. That's less than 400 calories. I promise you, it tastes way better than it looks. It looks like goop, okay? It's so nice and warm. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, today I want to talk to you guys about how you can make and sell ebooks online. So when I first started doing YouTube as a job, the one thing that helped me go from a part-time income to a full-time income was selling ebooks. I made my first ebook in 2016, my first recipes ebook. After I started selling that, I basically made a full-time income as a YouTuber. And since then, I've made multiple ebooks that are still on sale to this day, yes. So I think when it comes to selling ebooks, one of the challenging parts is figuring out where to sell it, how to sell it, what platform to use. Do you need a website? Do you not need a website? All of these things. That is why today I want to make things extra easy for you by introducing you to PayHip, who are very kindly sponsoring today's video. PayHip is a popular online e-commerce platform designed to help you easily sell digital products like ebooks, online courses, memberships, coaching, and even physical products. If you are someone that wants to make a living online, my biggest tip is to diversify your income stream. Do not rely on one source of revenue. You need multiple sources of revenue. That is how I was able to maintain this job for the last 10 years. PayHip allows you to build a professional storefront or website without any technical skills. You can simply use their store builder, and you get a free website domain and hosting with the option to connect your own custom domain if you want. And the best part is that it's free. You do not have to pay anything until you actually sell something. PayHip takes a 5% fee on each sale. So this is great for beginners if you are just starting out and you don't have much of an audience yet. If you are not sure how many sales you'll make, it only takes 5% of your sales. So you do not pay anything until you make a sale. And eventually, if you start to build your audience and you start making more and more sales, you can opt for a monthly plan, which eliminates those percentage fees. So PayHip is easily one of the more affordable options out there. And once you get started, you can get your store up in just a few minutes, a few clicks.
Guys, if you stay tuned till the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can launch an ebook just like mine, the cheap and lazy way, with a $0 budget.
It is now lunchtime, so let's make some lunch. So for lunch, I'm gonna make one of my favorite weight loss friendly soup recipes. This is a vegan chicken noodle soup. I call it chicken noodle soup, yes. So we're gonna be using soy curls, which is basically dried soy meat. Yes, we're gonna just soak it in some warm water. Let this soak while we chop our veggies. I have the trio. I've got the onion, celery, and carrot trio. What is this called again? The Holy Trinity. Yes, the Holy Trinity. We have it ready. I'm using just a big wok, or you can use like a big pot, obviously. A little bit of oil, you don't need too much. And we are going to add the celery and onion and some minced garlic. And we're also gonna add those carrots. And now let's add the potatoes. And then we're gonna add some water. Ooh. And if you need measurements, you guys, you know where to find them. They are in the ebook, linked below. No more cabbage soup. So we're gonna bring this mixture to a boil. So we're just gonna wait for it to boil. All right. So now that this has come to a boil, we're gonna add basically the rest of the ingredients, including the soy curls that have now fully rehydrated, and I did drain it and I squeezed some of the excess water out. So we're gonna add the soy curls. This is gonna be our chicken. We're also gonna add some pasta. I like a little pasta in my chicken noodle soup. We're gonna add a veggie bouillon cube, some garlic powder, nutritional yeast, generous amount, onion powder, black pepper, oh, that was probably too much, and Italian seasoning. Let's give this a mix. So now that we've added all the ingredients, we're gonna let this kind of simmer on like medium-low heat for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the potatoes and the pasta have completely cooked. So let's just let it cook, okay? Let it cook. After you give it a taste, you can add some more pepper, some more salt as you need. And that is how you make the vegan chicken noodle soup. The recipe is in my ebook, and like literally one serving of this is like 300 something calories. By the way, the calories are listed in my ebook as well. So calories, the macros are listed, and I've posted the recipes onto my Fitness Pal, so you can actually log your calories if you want to. So this per serving is like 300 something calories, so amazing. And I am obviously not gonna eat all of this in one sitting, so the rest will be eaten later this week. So fantastic for a meal prep. Look at that. Here's my lunch. I'm having the soup, and I'm also having a piece of sourdough toast with some red pepper hummus, because I can't just eat soup. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Let's give it a try. Ooh. Ooh. Tastes like a comforting chicken noodle soup. This is high protein, delicious. So comforting. I'll see you at dinner. All right, it is now time to make some dinner. I feel like the theme of today's recipes isn't just weight loss, but also comfort food. So we're gonna make a very comforting, delicious dish. And what is more comforting than pasta? Okay, so the recipe we are choosing from the ebook is creamy roasted pepper sauce, because we're making a creamy roasted pepper pasta. So we are switching things up just a little bit because I'm actually using jarred peppers. These are already roasted. I just have them, so I might as well use them. So I'm using jarred peppers instead of fresh bell peppers, but we do have some fresh stuff, okay? So we have some tomatoes, and I'm actually gonna air fry this because, I don't know, I always use my air fryer. I use my air fryer way more than the oven, so I'm gonna air fry to roast these. So we've got the tomatoes, and then we also have some onion. Okay, so we got some onion. So we're gonna roast these in the air fryer. So what I do when I'm trying to convert from like air fryer to oven or oven to air fryer is the air fryer, I usually do like a little bit less in terms of temperature because the air fryer is like stronger. So for instance, this was supposed to be 400 degrees in the oven. I'm gonna do 380 for about 30 minutes, and I usually do a little bit less in the air fryer, maybe like 20 to 25 minutes. So 380 at 20 to 25 minutes is what I'm going for. So yeah. Once you have those roasted, this recipe is like so easy. So once again, living up to my name, Cheap Lazy Vegan. It's so easy, so lazy, delicious. All right, the tomatoes and the onions are out of the air fryer. They're nicely roasted. The tomatoes are juicy. We're gonna add these into a blender. I'm also boiling the pasta so that by the time we're done, the sauce, the pasta should be done. So we've added the tomatoes and onions. Now I'm gonna add the bell pepper. Again, I'm just using store-bought jarred bell pepper. We're also gonna add some soft tofu. I'm just using the rest of the soft tofu that I had earlier today. Some minced garlic. I like lots of garlic. Now I'm just using minced garlic because I only have minced garlic. But if you're using garlic cloves, you can actually roast the garlic cloves as well. Now some nutritional yeast, salt, and balsamic or red wine vinegar. Or you can also use balsamic glaze, which is really good too. Just a little bit less glaze, I would say. And that's it. So easy. There you go. Now all we do is blend this up, and then we're gonna have our sauce. All right, let's have a look. Oh, look at this. That is pretty nice. I'm gonna try. It's so good. Now we just have to wait for the pasta to cook. And then we just add some of the sauce. And once again, I've made a lot of sauce, so the rest can be saved for later. All right, let's get this in here. but the pasta should be done cooking. So we just cook this with the pasta, like that. Here is the pasta. I'm not super hungry because I think it's my jet lag. I'm actually a bit jet lagged still. So I'm like less hungry during the day and more hungry at nighttime. Fantastic for me, I know. So I'm having a bit of a light dinner and I'll probably get hungry in the middle of the night and eat some of my leftovers. That's probably what's gonna happen. I'm not going to add in any additional protein because there is that tofu in there. Normally, if I was hungrier, I would add in like beans or some other type of protein as well. But because there's some tofu in there, I think it's fine. It's creamy, slightly tangy. It has that deep flavor from the roasted peppers. I do think it does taste better when you use freshly roasted peppers, but this is still very delicious. Weight loss friendly. That's my dinner. I said I'm not hungry, but now that I'm eating it, I'm like,
Alright guys, now let me show you how easy it is to make and sell ebooks online for completely free. First, create your ebook using any program of your choice. I like to use Canva. You can actually do a lot on Canva for free, which is why I love it, and you get access to templates that you could use as well. Once you've created your masterpiece, make your PayHip store by first clicking the link below and joining PayHip. Then choose your store name and username. Then add your first product. You can select a digital product for your ebook, but like I mentioned, you can create other products to sell as well, like courses or online memberships. Then you simply upload your product file, choose the title, pick the price, and upload the cover image and add a description. Once you've added that product, you can now design your website or storefront, and you can use their very easy to use store builder. And now you are ready to sell. It is that simple, guys, which is why it's such a popular platform. In fact, there's a lot of other vegan recipe creators that use PayHip to sell their ebooks, so you know that it is legit. I actually created my PayHip page to mimic my actual website, so that shows how easy it is to actually build your website using PayHip.
So that was my day of eating, only cooking and eating recipes from my No More Cabbage Soup ebook. If you want to get my ebook, that will be linked below so you can purchase the ebook. And if you want to make your own ebooks and sell them online easily, then make sure you sign up with PayHip by using the link below. And hopefully you can sell many, many products using the lovely platform. Thank you so much to PayHip for sponsoring today's video. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.